What is going on, guys? Welcome back in. It's Jordan North here again with another review. Today we are reviewing For the King. For the King is a super fun game. I've been playing it recently and getting quite addicted, honestly. Playing it on stream and off stream, and really enjoying the dynamics of it. How to describe this game? It's kind of like a RPG combined, strategy, civilization style strategy, but you're moving characters a little bit like Civilization Revolution, if you ever played that, but a little bit different because you've got the RPG aspect instead of like base building or anything like that. So I've been playing a lot of this game. I've got quite a bit to say. I hope you guys enjoy. If you do enjoy the review, make sure you subscribe, like the video, hit a comment down below saying what your favorite loadout is of characters, because I'm only just getting into that aspect of it too. So pretty much the way the game works is you have a base 3 or so characters. So when you first load in the game, you just start off with like the bareback. I think there's 4 characters you can choose from, and you choose 3 of those 4 characters if you're playing solo. You have 6 missions to choose from, I think. So 6 missions you can choose from, each with like a different storyline, different, a different story to sort of run through. Honestly, I have completed 2 of these stories, and it took me quite some time to figure out how to do it. When at the start of the game it says it's, don't expect to win. I didn't really, I was like, come on, I'm good at games. Yeah, I definitely struggled. I'm very grateful for the warning. It's definitely one of the trickier games. However, once you figure out the mechanics it wants you to learn, you can pretty much breeze through the levels nicely. Things to know: the different characters that you can choose have different proficiencies. So one of them is like a fighter that's really got lots of strength but not so much intelligence. Another one is a hunter who has very high awareness, and one of them is a mage who has high intelligence. Another one's a bard who has a high performance. So each of these characters has attributes which it excels at and it sucks at, pretty much. And the different attributes have items that relate to those in game. So you have big clubs for the strength, you have bows for the awareness, you have tomes of magic for the intelligence, and you have ukuleles and bard-like instruments for the performer. You can pretty much take these items and give them to the characters as and when you get them, because you know straight off which ones are proficient in what. However, you also get items like amulets, armor, boots, helmets, trinkets, and each of these also can affect your character's base levels in those attributes. So the general idea, the tip that I'll give to people, is to figure out what your character's attribute proficiency is, and give as many boosts to that to get it up to 95. 95 is the max level you can have, so you can only have 95 in any of them. So if you have 95, don't bother adding even more, because you may as well boost up a different attribute past 95, which was something I learned quite late on, but it's a handy little trick. Another thing to remember is if you crit fail, so if you fail every single one of the checks, because the way the combat works is you have a likelihood of rolling it. It says a percentage chance. If you use a focus point, your character gets a base of 4 focus points, which you can use, but then you have to somehow recharge. You are using meditation, going into a town, things like that. There's so much to cover with this game, guys, so bear with me. You can use focus points to get a guaranteed success on some of these skill checks per se, and that will increase the likelihood overall of the thing. I definitely think the main things to sort of help you get forward with this game is just go in, expect to lose, but you want to learn the mechanics. You want to learn how to manage your HP of your characters, how to manage the focus of your characters, how to another good tip is all of the towns that you come across have a place to heal yourself, which will cost less than if you were to buy a tinderbox, or if you were to use God's Beard, which is the most common healing item in the game. You can heal yourself, you can restock focus, things like that. So figuring out managing your inventory with like how many God's Beards each of your characters have, how much focus you guys have, how many tinderboxes to make camp, because in a camp you can both restore your entire health and restore your entire focus, which is very strong later on in the game especially, and it costs overall less than healing each of your characters bit by bit in a town. So figuring out how to like juggle your HP, the items, all that stuff is really important. Another tip is you can sell items that you're not using in the towns. All you need to do is be standing on a town. You click the little bag icon next to your character's name, and it'll open up the inventory, and then you can just go through and click on it and then press sell, which will give you some extra gold if you need it to buy the God's Beards, the tinderboxes, and the upgraded flute things. I think the upgraded pipes, because those obviously boost how much healing you get from each of the items you can get healed from. That's kind of the base idea of it. You've pretty much follow the storyline that it does show you very clearly where you're going, what to do. It says go to this town, go and kill these people. The cinematics and the immersion of it is not amazing, so you don't really feel, oh my god, this story is so riveting, I'm following the story so hard right now. but the story is solid, and the gameplay is amazing, despite not being very immersive. I would definitely highly recommend this game. Really enjoyed it. It's very clear what you should do, so just follow the instructions, but go off the path a little bit. Each of the hexagons that you move to, the ones that you haven't discovered, have a question mark. So there could be something there, there could be nothing there, but you never know. You get like statues and relics and things that you can use to boost your character's base, which is super strong. You definitely need to be getting the relics and the stuff like that. So always adventure. Another tip for the game: stick around early on. Stick around in the areas, because each of the area has like a different biome, and once you go over into the biome, the monsters are more strong. The higher levels, harder to defeat. They hit harder. So stick around in the biomes where you are to start with, while you learn, while you level up a bit. But one of especially when I first was playing through, one of the biggest, most annoying things in this game is the chaos. You don't realize how much of a part it plays if you do decide to like stick around in an area, because most of the time there's these global entities which come around when chaos happens. So when there's an increase in chaos, it shows you up on the little timeline on the top as it's getting closer. You'll a specific chaos creature, like a leprechaun that steals items, might appear, and that is a global thing. So that could be over in another biome ages away, and it is literally, when you're getting your loot, it'll just go steal your items, and you've got nothing to do about that. You can't get that item back, and it's super annoying because it usually steals the ones that you definitely want. So exploration is really important. You don't have to fight all the time. Figuring out, for example, that the guy with a high awareness also has quite high agility and can probably walk wherever he wants and just evade fights and not really fight, but discover more parts of the map. That way you can figure out where the different chaos creatures are going to spawn when the chaos, because they are permanently on the map. You can find them wherever they will spawn and take them out before they spawn, which is what I would also suggest to people because they're so annoying. Other mechanics that you might need to learn is the quests for each of the towns. So figuring out the mechanics for which quests are going to better do you. So at first I was like, oh, I want this item, this sword looks so much better than my sword right now. So I would go into a town, I would get the quest for an item, and then the item would easily and quickly be outscaled by things I get in the campaign anyway. So figuring out, is gold more important so you can stock up on Godspeed and tinderboxes? Is XP more important because your party's underleveled? Is reducing the chaos in the area more important because you really don't want the old one, I think, who makes you skip turns? Or there's another guy who permanently he will just make one of your rolls fail, which honestly that pretty much screwed my entire first run. Was this guy who whenever I was doing rolls, it would just be like instant fail, and then you would miss and then you just get killed. So figuring those things out and what missions you want to do is also really important as well. This game's great. It has online co-op, so you can play with random people, you can play with friends, you can load in as one character and have two other players playing simultaneously. Figure out what you want to do. I love that there are some missions which are specifically co-op only, I believe, so pay attention for that. And probably one of the best things about this game is you can play this like as you are with the base 4 characters on the base missions and figure out what's going on, play through them. As you're going, you get things called lore books. These lore books, at first I had no idea what it was. I had about 100 lore books and I was like, I don't know what this is. Somebody came into my stream and said, yo, you can use those lore books to buy new characters, new items, and new hex locations. So you can buy like the Night Carnival, which at first I was getting tickets for the Night Carnival, didn't have a clue what it was for, but you can actually unlock, using lore, new characters. So you can unlock the Herbalist, which is a super strong character that can heal your entire party using one Godsbeard. So that is super strong. So things like that. So you play through the game, you probably get hours and hours of enjoyment, and then you go, bam! I can now make the game so different by playing with a completely different party. I can add new location hexes, so I can, go in the gambling den and just start playing a full luck build where I'm trying to amass the most gold by using a really OP luck build for my character, things like that, and really just endless enjoyment. I would definitely say this game is really good. It's well made, really good fun. I would give this probably a 4 out of 5 all round for development, for gameplay, for style. The only real thing that would make this better if they made the storyline more immersive, if they sort of made it really cinematic almost and made you a bit more attached to the characters. I still haven't even figured out how to change my characters' names, so it's not saying player 1, player 2, and player 3, you have saved our kingdom, because I feel like that kind of leaves it a bit a bit awkward. So yeah, highly recommend this game, guys. If you want to pick it up, maybe come and play with me, because I haven't played co-op yet and I'd really enjoy to. I stream 4 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday on twitch.tv/Jordan of the North. I also have Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, anything you want to follow me on, come and say hi, subscribe, like the video, leave some comments, and have an awesome day, guys. Take care and much love.